So it is October and the Calgary real estate market is not slowing down. And despite me being in Dallas for a conference this week, I want to make sure that you are getting the information that is coming out, that is current, and you know what's happening in the real estate market here in Calgary. If you have just found us, we want to welcome you to our channel here because we would love for you to be a part of our community here on YouTube. And ultimately, we've got a market update guide that we would love for you to download, and we're actually going to go through that today. So let's jump into that guide. And if it's something that you want, something that you're interested in, jump in the description and you can basically download the whole PDF for free and get tons more information than I'm going to go through in the video today. As you can see over here is the downloadable PDF that we put together that is the monthly market report. And for those of you watching that you actually download this market report, every month I'll actually send out a text to you saying, hey, the new one's live. Go download it, and we want to kind of offer that to you before anyone else gets it. Let's be honest. It's kind of old news when everyone keeps saying, it's another record month of sales. It is. There was another record month of sales. I met with a lawyer actually a couple days ago, and he was just telling me, he's like, let me guess, it's going to be another record month. And I said, probably. And that's what happened. We had 2,441 sales in the month of September, and that is a record for the month of September. However, inventory slightly increased by about 100 properties compared to last month, which really is negligible, nothing, but we're still over 1,000 homes less. I think it's almost 1,200 homes less than what we were this time last year. And last year was pretty quick. It was starting to slow down as we went into the fall. It was a different market than what we're experiencing now, but we're over 1,000 homes less than what we saw last year. And that's pretty intense. The benchmark price, $570,300, which is only $400 less than last month, but the average price and the median prices did go up. The median saw a 3.4% increase compared to last month, and 5.1% for the average price for the city compared to last month. And so it's just a different market. Things are just continuing to go. People are still moving here. Even the city of Calgary has come out with their Home is Here initiative that they announced. And we did a big video about it last week where it's talking about single family homes and that zoning and how it's going to be going away. So there's a lot of things that are happening in our market. The city is trying to proactively come up with a plan. And is it going to be the right plan? Probably not. Is anyone going to come up with the right thing? No, we don't know what it's going to look like in the future. We can get an idea from what other cities have seen, their growth, that kind of stuff. But the reality is we don't really know. And so if we got so many people coming here who at the end of the day, the price is going to ultimately continue to increase, or at least worst case, not go down. Right up in here is the new listings per month. So when I said there's a lot of homes that are coming to the market and selling, it's true, because the black line there actually represents what is happening in terms of the number of sales for this year. Now, what's interesting, the only years that were a little bit higher, one of them was 2017, where we had 4.8 months of inventory. Now, if you know months of inventory numbers and how it works, anything above 4 is a buyer's market. Our whole city, the whole city of Calgary was in a buyer's market in 2017, and we almost have the same amount of listings coming to the market for the month of September when we were in a buyer's market. So that just shows you how many properties are actually kind of selling, right? And how many are actually coming to the market. So there's still a lot coming to the market. And when you look at the sales, again, record numbers, yep, the black is high and mighty above all the other ones. And if you actually look at that same 2017, I think it's this orange one right in here, and that would be right around 1,500 sales. So the same amount of inventory that we're seeing in 2017, we actually are, well, not quite double, but I mean, this is, I think, 2,400, right? So we're 1,000 plus potentially more homes that have sold when we have the same amount of inventory coming to the market. Which at the end of the day, when you have that type of situation, you're just gonna have low inventory. That's what it is. Things are selling. Now, not everything is selling as quickly as it used to, but things are selling. And so, again, months of inventory, the city itself is sitting around 1.38 months. It's gone up slightly from last month, but we're still in a very, very strong seller's market. The story is very, very different when you start looking at different provinces and what's happening there. Ontario is actually in a buyer's market, where Alberta is in a strong seller's market overall. And if you look at that chart, there is a large gap where previous years, even over 20, even like all of this, which is 20 to 22, Alberta was way below. Like, we were more of a buyer's market than a seller's market. And historically, you go back to 2017, actually the same years that I was talking about, ironically, like we were in almost the same type of market as what BC was in, actually, when you, let me do that. There you go. And where BC and Ontario were sitting way up here, which kind of we are. I think it's flipped. I mean, there's just because of how many people are coming here. That's all. That's it. It literally is because of that. And so when you look at all the different property types and you kind of understand a little bit of inventory there, the apartments, townhomes, and semi-detached properties all saw slight increases in inventories, but it was only detached homes that saw a slight decrease. Again, it's all negligible. It's all within 100 homes, kind of like, it's not a lot, but it's something to note. And with the months of inventory showing us that we are clearly still over the next 7 to 30 days, I should say, it's showing that we're still in a strong seller's market for the future. We have to really watch that, because that's what's going to continue to happen as we move into the end of this year, and most likely as we move into next year as well. So there's a lot to unpack on this page, but I want to share a couple things. And the first one is with detached homes. The detached home market, if you're looking under $700,000, it's really tight. There's a lot of competition and things are moving quickly. However, if you're looking over $700,000, it's a little bit of a different story. Things are still selling quickly if they're priced where they're supposed to be, but I've seen some homes that are overpriced and have been sitting for months. And so it doesn't mean you can't go and lowball them or see what they're open and what their options are. But again, it's just a different type of market when you're looking at below 700 and above 700. And so when we look at the actual benchmark prices, detached homes are right around $696,000, which is very similar to last month. Semi-detached homes is $621,000. Row houses or townhouses are sitting at $419,000, and the benchmark for apartments is $312,000, which is almost a 15% annual growth this year. So in the report, you can see we got pages for Airdrie, Cochrane, Chestermere, Okotoks, and rural properties in here. And the one thing that I want to touch on is in Okotoks, where we actually saw a switch from sales to active listings. And so there has been a decrease in the number of sales that are happening and kind of a slight increase in the number of actives. So things are kind of not slowing down, they're just kind of breathing in these areas. And I hope you found this helpful. So if you want to download the report, go to the description and find that. Otherwise, I will see you over on this video.